Hi everyone, Terrible here, and welcome to a Jurassic Plastic Quick Bite. Today we're taking a quick look at the Carnegie Collection Baby Apatosaurus. This is the dark and light green version of the Baby Apatosaurus, and this particular model dates to around about 1990. You can tell that by its more stripy green appearance here. It's a little bit more matte paint coloration, and it's more subtle blending of the different greens. You can see it's got very light green, almost lime green down here around the feet, grading up to darker, more Kelly green, and then the very dark green stripes along the back. It also has a more yellow-green along the throat. You can see it has white teeth. They're a little bit sloppily applied here. It kind of looks like it's got a snaggle-toothed appearance, and it's got that bright orange eye. You can see the other eye here is very similar. And on the other side, you can see there are a couple of paint rubs on my example, but it does have light gray claws. The imprint stamp on the bottom is the old-fashioned style imprint stamp, which is unchanged from the original 1988 release. You can see the text is centered, has the name of the species in large print, but everything is all caps. It still says 1988. Based on the timing and my own research, I think this one is probably from about 1990, maybe 1991 at the very earliest. You can see through some of the paint scuffs here that it has very, very dark gray, almost black plastic as a substrate, and it is very, very inflexible. This is, compared to some other versions of this model, it is very hard. It is very not bendable very much. You can see that's about as much give as you're going to get. The sculpt is still relatively sharp, although there is a thicker paint application on this particular model compared to some of the older ones. And altogether, this is probably what I would call a second version, catalog version of the model. Obviously, the classic catalog version is the dark gray and yellow one. This is a third generation Baby Apatosaurus, but with this particular color scheme, it did appear in some catalogs and promotional photos around 1993. There is a slightly earlier version of this that has a much more glossy, thicker paint application, but I do not have that one. I'll give you one more quick walk around here so that you can see the whole model. All in all, I really like the paint scheme on this model better than some of the later ones, and this is probably the last Baby Apatosaurus to use the original mold, which had more subtle texturing as opposed to the lumpy, blocky looking later ones. And you can tell the later ones because, once again, they have less of a stripy pattern and more of a wavy pattern along the back. That's all for the 1990 Baby Apatosaurus from Safari's Carnegie Collection. Join me next time on another Jurassic Plastic Quick Bite.